All right. Thank you for watching. We can go ahead and get started. I really like that song. I don't know why, so I wanted to let it play for a little bit. But welcome. Thank you so much for watching this video. Um, I just wanted to get really down to real things that are going on. I'm a marketer, if you don't know who I am. I'm also a mom and a business owner, but I'm really, really passionate about marketing, selling products, helping business owners, anything that has to do with marketing. And I am so committed to my clients that I actually didn't market myself. And so this is what I'm going to start doing is marketing myself, my knowledge, and everything that I know about marketing because I've done a lot of great things in the past. I've worked with a lot of great people and a lot of great businesses, and I can help you if you have a business. I can help you if you're selling something, and I want to give back and serve others. And so what I'm realizing is a lot of people don't even know what marketing is. And so if you don't know what something is, then how do you know if you need it or if it can help you? And I'm going to slowly start educating and learning myself because when I'm helping y'all, I'm actually helping myself because I'm learning too as well. And I'm going to start sharing information about marketing. So if you are a business owner and you are serious about what you do, even more importantly, if you feel like you're building a legacy brand, you are going to need to understand marketing and then probably at some point hire a marketer. And so let's just get right down to it. So, what is marketing? People, I think, probably have lots of definitions of what it is. The true meaning of marketing for me is putting everything out there for people to look at, to view, and then hopefully potentially purchase. Marketing can encompass a lot of different things. Good marketers build brands that are synonymous without even being mentioned sometimes. Uh, Good brands can be recognized by their colors, they can be recognized by their photos. Um, and that's something that I really love to do. And so I am currently getting my MBA in marketing because I love to learn. And I took some slides from a class that I'm in right now. Thank you, teacher in school. And I'm going to share their definition of what marketing is, but then also um, what is the value of marketing. And so everyone pretty much knows they need marketing. I run into a lot of businesses that don't have the money for it, which is really unfortunate because a business owner will pour their life savings into a project and then not even consider how they're going to market and sustain their business without having to do the old traditional way of getting their business out there. And so when you're starting a project, I just spoke with a business owner not too long ago who is opening a restaurant and did not have a real clear idea of how they're going to market their business. So you tell me, you have $1 million and you are starting a business and you're putting this whole $1 million into this business and you're buying chairs and you're purchasing the sign for outside and you're picking out the tiles, and a lot of the times you need to pay for construction and you're just paying and paying for things to get this perfect business opened down to every detail. Like you've picked every nuance in the business to make it perfect. And you get to the point where probably most of the money is exhausted, right? Because that stuff isn't cheap. Furniture isn't cheap. Um, Tile and flooring isn't cheap. And so you're successfully building this business literally from the ground up. You're buying everything, you're getting low on your funds, and your business is about to open. And you're probably thinking in your head, like, yes, business is open, and the money, I'm just going to get that money right back. And sometimes that happens. You know, franchises that already have branding, and they already have strategies built in, they could probably pop open a store, spend 5 million and make it back in a year or two. That does happen. But if you are a medium to small business and you are dumping $1 million into starting your business and you don't have a budget for marketing or even a strategy or a marketer on your team, it is going to be an extreme uphill battle. And unfortunately, I see a lot of people doing that. They are starting businesses, they're investing money, and they might even ear note marketing in their business plan and they might budget it in, but they're not understanding how to spend that money. They might try to market on their own, and it's just not working. And I've seen a lot of businesses go under, and I truly believe it was because the lack of investing into marketing. And so, what is the real value of marketing? This is coming from a textbook that I'm currently reading, Marketing Management. It literally, it's right here. It's thick AF. But to me, I nerd out and I like literally love this book. If you're a business owner and you don't want to spend the $2,500 to $5,000 a month for a marketer, you need to get this book and you need to read it. And not only do you need to read it, you're going to need to understand and be able to apply it. So good luck. On top of running your business, on top of managing your employees, you're going to try to be a chief marketing officer. Let me know how that works. But the real value of marketing is that it will financially support your business. And that's what it's supposed to do. You hire a marketer, they should be paying their salary back in tenfold because of the business that they are getting you. And this can be done in a lot of different ways. But when we're talking about the value, successful marketing builds demand for products and services, which in return can create jobs. And so if you're able to successfully execute a marketing strategy, you should be getting money back or something tangible back. Sometimes it's not always money. Sometimes you just need a lot of emails because you have a different objective, but you should be getting something back. Sometimes it's attention, and that's what people are spending money on. And it really depends on what the marketing strategy is. Marketing also builds strong brands and a loyal customer base. Now, let me just stop right there because this is something I'm super passionate about. And I'm going to try to not make this video so long because I could truly talk about marketing for hours and hours. But we're talking about building strong brands. I want you to sit down and think about how many individuals you know currently that are having their own side hustle, they have their own business, they're thinking about a business. Um, just sit and think about that. We are now in the day and age where there are millions of people starting businesses. This has never happened in the history of America ever. It's always been industrial work, service work, nurses, doctors, teachers, right? And then you might have the couple weirdos that venture off and they're artists and they're starting businesses and doing that, but it wasn't popular. In the last decade, the amount of people that are pulling out of career jobs and starting their own businesses and running them or having side hustles that end up being businesses is truly astronomical. There are so many people that are trying to build a business. Now, think about if you're a business owner right now, maybe you've been a business owner for 15 years, like you were on this wave, you were kind of like me. I was an entrepreneur before it wasn't popular and people really thought I was insane and crazy. They normally do, but let's say you have a business for the last 10 years and now you've been inundated with all of these fly by night businesses that are popping up everywhere and everyone is building a business, but what people are missing is that they're not building strong brands. And if I go online and I Google barbershops, and now 10 years ago, there might have been 3 barbershops because there were legit craftsmen of their work. They care about what they're doing. They care about their customer service, and they've built a business. They're truly called to be barbershops. Now you're competing with Jimmy down the street who goes to work in his Timberlands, but he has his barber. I like Timberlands. I don't know why I said that, but he has his barber license, and now he just wants to run a little side hustle that's open every now and again and cut hair. But now it's in competition. It's on your block. It's in your Google search radius, and people are just popping up businesses, but they're not building strong brands. If you are a business owner and you truly believe that your business is going to be legacy building, you're building it for your family, you need to be building a strong brand. And that doesn't just consist of posting on social media every once in a while. There has to be a true strategy that's thought out, that's mapped out, and then executed and then maintained. And a lot of times business owners are so busy, they're just not able to do it correctly. But that's what marketing does, and that's what a marketer will do for you, is build a loyal customer base, and they'll also create intangible assets that contribute heavily to the value of the business. And so I mean, I can't stress it enough. Marketing is should be considered like a utility bill to a business. If you don't pay the lights in your store, you cannot sell anything in your store. And marketing needs to be thought of as the same way. Every month, I've allotted money to my marketing budget because my marketing is as critical as the lights on in my business. And if I don't pay my marketing bill, the lights go out. Okay. The lights will go out eventually. You have to be investing in the machine. You need to develop relationships with people that truly understand marketing and core customer acquisition, and they understand the trends that are going on because there's so much competition now. And you can do it on your own as a business owner. And that's one thing that I always encourage um, people that I work with. Is my agency is unique because we like to educate our clients, but we also manage their marketing because it's not realistic to think that a business owner is going to be able to do it all. But what I won't do is make you so dependent on me that you can't manage anything. Like, I want some days off. Like, I don't need you calling me about changing your Facebook username. I'm going to show you how to do all of it. I don't want you to be dependent. But if you need to do it on your own, you can. You need an expert though at some point. When you get to a certain level, you need someone to step in and help guide that ship in the right way. And so marketing is extremely valuable. Okay. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Slow down a little bit. Um, I have been making it a point to reach out to people that I've done business with in the past and check in on them and see how they're doing. And, I think this marketing idea can be so overwhelming that people just stop doing it. And their business, some of them closed, some of them have closed, but some of them are just really stagnant. And I'm wondering, like, what are the goals for these individuals? Some people really just want to maintain their lifestyle and kind of coast along. And as long as the bills are paid and there's a little extra money coming in the door, you're doing what you love, and it's all good. And if that's where you're at, that is entirely okay. But for the people that are building businesses because they want freedom, they're entrepreneurs because they want to be free, right? They're building something that's not just for them. This marketing piece is critical. You really need to sit down and discover who and what your business is. Like, people don't even know their brand voice, they're just guessing. And with the amount of competition going on, like, this can no longer happen. We need to strategize. If you're a business owner and you're serious and you believe your business is going to be open for 10 years, You need to get on the ball. And if you need help, send me a message. Maybe my company can help. Maybe I can point you in the right direction. But what you should not do is continue to ignore or half ASS your marketing work online. Okay. I don't want you guys to do that. All right. So now let's talk about what's the scope of marketing. If you're going to be doing that on your own, you need to know exactly how much work it's going to take to keep this machine up and running. If you're not going to do it on your own, do you know what your marketer is doing to help your business? This is also an area that's kind of been a growing pain for me, is that I wasn't always quite sure that my clients understood the scope of what a marketer does. And so let's talk about it. The scope of marketing. So, marketing is about identifying human and social needs. One of the great blessings of what I do is when I'm out, I'm networking, I'm talking to people, I'm getting to know their business, and boom, I run into a business owner that has a fantastic product or company that solves a problem. I'm like, please take my number down. I want to help you because it is so easy to sell products that are good. All right. And so I always try and line with clients and customers that have really great businesses. Um, that's one thing that if you have a business and you can't, articulate what problem you're solving, it's going to be really hard to sell whatever it is you're selling. People make purchases for a lot of different reasons, but one of the top reasons is that it solves a problem. People also buy with emotional feelings, and that's another way to market. So you're going to have to really figure out where your business lands. The formal definition of marketing, the AMA, so that's the American Marketing Association, says that marketing is an activity, a set of in oh my gosh, I can't read. Whatever, we'll skip it. I can't believe I can't read that. I am in college and grad school too. That's embarrassing. Moving on. Okay. And processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. Institutions. Why was that so hard? Anyways, and so it's really important to understand what your business is, what problem you solve, and why people even care. If you don't know that, it's going to be really hard to be sustainable, especially in today's economy. The economy isn't looking great. I mean, that's something that I'm sure everyone can agree on. Now, you have a couple choices though. Are you gonna panic and shudder away with fear and close everything down and, go work at the still meal because it's guaranteed income, but you're gonna be miserable and you're gonna hate your life and you're gonna come home and your back's gonna hurt and your spouse is gonna be rude and upset and grumpy just like you? Or are you gonna say, hmm, you know, the economy is looking rough. It's concerning, but guess what? I'm not going to stop. I truly believe that I'm here for a purpose and this is part of my purpose. And I know it's going to be difficult, but I can do this and I can compete and I can sell and I can serve other people. Right. And then you start articulating that with marketing. You're going to have to get really crafty in today's economy to win over the buyer. The buyer is going to start scrutinizing and counting their dollars. They're no longer just throwing money at things and hoping, oh, this vacuum looks kind of cool. I'm going to see if it works. No, they're researching, they're looking at the specs, they're price checking things, they're looking at reviews. They're going through a whole process before they spend their hard-earned $300 to buy your vacuum. And if they go to your website or your social media and it looks anything other than what they deem acceptable for $300, they're just going to move on to the next business. And if you want to compete, you need to compete. All right? And so The scope of marketing is analyzing human and social needs. We need to understand that. If you don't, send me a message or hire a marketer to help you. And the next thing that I wanted to talk about is the marketing management piece. Okay, so now we've learned what marketing is, we know what the scope is, what it entails. Now, do I pay someone to do it? How do I manage this? This sounds like a full time job. Well, it is a full time job. Um, and a lot of the times, y'all don't do it right. Okay, you need help, and that's okay. And I'm here to help you. Tune in. Okay, so marketing management is the art and the science. I love that they say art and science because it's so freaking true. Like I went to art college and I was studying ancient art, contemporary art. I would go into museums all the freaking time. Like it's truly my passion to digest and do art. And I think it was quite natural for me to be a marketer because when I create content, when I create billboards and TV commercials and things that get people excited, I really view it as a work of art. And that's what marketing is. And it's also a social science, it's a science. I need to understand numbers, I need to understand why Sally is going to purchase from us and not Billy down the street. Where do I get these names? I don't know. I need new names. I grew up in South Dakota, so Billy and Sally, and I think I said Jimmy. I'm gonna change it up though. But it is truly a science. So marketing management is the art and science of choosing target markets and keeping keyword and growing customers through creating, delivering, and communicating superior customer value. That is a really great job title of what I do. I think I'm going to take that and not plagiarize it, but make it my own because that's exactly what I do. Okay. I'm getting you customers. I'm helping you keep and maintain them. I'm also growing them by creating and delivering communication that they value. Anyone can make a social media post, right? Everyone now knows that you need social media, but are you communicating correctly? I literally went to, and this is no diss to anybody. When I give you examples, it's literally so you can like think in your head scenarios that make sense and you can understand how important this is. But I'm looking for clients around in the area and I really want to work with some chiropractors. I've worked with a few in the past. I found them to be pretty interesting and smart. And also, they have a lot of moments that can be documented for content to get people interested in what you're doing. So, anyways, I'm doing research on chiropractors in, I believe it's in Nebraska. And I always first look at how people are popping up in Google and I go and look for opportunities. Okay, this chiropractor, first, they look legit. That's first. I don't want to try to team up with a business that I don't feel like is legit, right? Because that's like I'm trying to sell something that I know is bogus and I don't like to do that. And so first I legitimize the company and then I start researching how they're communicating. And I would say, let's say I research 10 chiropractors, 9 out of 10 of them are not communicating to their audience properly. And that is not an exaggeration. There was one chiropractor, I went onto their social media. I would even pull it up, but I don't have their social media blocked out, so I don't want to put them on blast. But their post literally looked like someone schizophrenic was posting for them. It was so confusing and like he had like one slide that had like 70% and then it had this weird thing underneath it and I was like, what does this mean? And then I go to the caption and there's nothing there and I'm just like, but then it was so weird because he would post like 5 times a day. And I'm like, clearly you want to engage or you want engagement and you're trying, but these are terrible. And you're a doctor. Like, are you serious? And so I never ended up calling them. Maybe I need to call him now. He popped back up in my brain. I'm a little concerned at the content he was posting. Like, is this person even, can I even work with a person like this? But a lot of the times I'm seeing that there aren't brands that are doing this well. Now, there are a lot of brands that are doing it well, and I'm pretty sure it's because they hired an expert to help them. And so, if you're at that space, that's probably what you need to be doing, because it is a true art and it is a science. And if this isn't something that you're just doing as a career, it's going to be really hard to be consistent with it. Invest in your marketing. Golly. Like, I know my clients, when they watch this video, they'll be like, "She's totally like this in our meetings." And I totally get fired up when I'm talking about communicating to the customer and being consistent. When I talk about branding, like, I get fired AF, okay? Because it is so important. I hate seeing businesses that pour their blood, sweat, and tears into their business. They're got great customer service. They have great um just everything else, but their marketing. It just really is frustrating to me. And then when you say, "Okay, I can help you," and you give them a contract with a dollar amount on it, they get scared. And so the reason they're probably scared is because they don't understand marketing fully. And so I'm here to educate y'all so you guys can get the help that you need. And so that was just a short little video about what marketing is, what the scope is, and what I'm going to be sharing with you guys moving forward. I have over 7 years in the industry, probably closer to 10 years in the industry. And this is my purpose. I want to help people build brands, communicate, and make money digitally. This is the time. All right. This is the era to do it. If you haven't started, you're not late, but it is going to be too late. And so I'm now dedicated to marketing myself. For the last 10 years, I've been marketing other people. And so you will catch more videos like this. If you enjoyed this, please just comment and let me know. You can even comment and say I'm stupid. I don't know, but just let me know that you're watching the video, and I will be back with more content that hopefully will help you in your business. Peace.